David, I would like to say I felt most English at school, listening to the Smiths on an MP3 player on the top of the bus in the morning, and then learning about the workings of Parliament and the writings of Sarah Kane and the myth-making of Byron and Shelley and Keats and Wordsworth, and then dreaming of being Ruth Wilson in that BBC Jane Eyre adaptation with Toby Stephens touching gently, so gently, the top of my sternum with one long, longing finger. But I have known for a while that any Mr. Rochester worth his salt would have locked me in the attic if I had even made it that far. So I must place myself firmly in the present and ask about England. Not Britain, not the obfuscating dream of empire, but this black Englishness that does not seem as though it fits. And I find that, David, I feel most English when my tongue, which cannot pull off any convincing accent other than my own, reveals itself at a Texan airport that I am, in fact, British. All tension, all hostility, all suspicion and strife falls away when its 8 muscles come together to announce that I am not, in fact, one of your blacks. And there will be, possibly, maybe, God, I hope, consequences for violence enacted on my body. I feel most English stood in a country manor in Ireland, learning about the colonizing that happened there that I did not know about, reading about the erosion of Gaelic and Welsh, when the BAFTA of a Zambian Welsh woman is not celebrated with the same vigor as a BAFTA won by a Ugandan English man. When I meet a black person with a Scottish accent and I have to do a double take, I feel most English when Elizabeth II shows up in Canada or Australia or any other 31 countries at varying points in time, glaring from the money, unabashed, unapologetic, unfazed, when I don't have to learn any other language other than my own in Ghana, because that's who colonized there. David! Lie back, David. Lie back and think of England. Lie back and think of the soft, soft dream of England for the English. And I can try and lie beside you with the balmy delusion of an always victimized black Britishness, can try and climb down from 3 generations of hard-won privilege and this language that spills, that tumbles, that falls from me, but still. But what is privilege anyway? She asked me. The power to oppress. I said, do you remember that moment? I asked her. That moment at Independence Day. And I said, the English are who everyone got their independence from. And she said, no, that's not what you said. You said everybody got their freedom from us. Us. Not from me. My ancestors were still in bondage. Do you remember? Do you remember?